Welcome back, parents and guardians, to our open school event. I'm Kathy Nastri, the Executive Director of Harmony Heights. We're excited to be starting our new school year. Having our staff and students back in the building has been very positive for everyone. Obviously, we return with new challenges, and the journey we started back in March is like no other. COVID-19 has pushed and challenged us in ways we never would have imagined 6 months ago. Having our parents and guardians, students and staff working together as a team and close school community has made a significant difference as we approached summer school and now our new school year. As you know, our school and residential program have reopened with extensive health and safety measures that must be followed by staff, students, and families. We continue to ask everyone to complete a daily health survey, a temperature check, and use specific arrival and dismissal procedures for the school and the residents. Markings to help with direction and coordination have been placed around our buildings to help minimize multiple individuals from being in any one area. We are all practicing social distancing and wearing face masks. We review good personal hygiene throughout the week through signage, morning meeting announcements, and trainings by our nursing staff. Besides all of the exciting information you will be hearing from your daughter's individual teachers during this video, remember our clinical team, residential staff, and nursing staff are always available for support or to answer any questions you may have as we begin our new school year and moving forward. We have hired several new staff members since the summer program to join our Harmony community. We welcome a new open weekend nurse, a group life counselor, a full-time teacher assistant, and a part-time teacher assistant. Harmony Heights is a strong school community, and due to the dedication and commitment of our students, parents, and staff, we will continue to provide academic and clinical excellence, a positive residential life experience, and hope. Hope happens at Harmony Heights. Welcome back.
Welcome to our virtual open school event. I'm John Castronova, the principal here at Harmony. I'm so happy to be back at school with our students and staff. With all that happened the last few months, getting back to a daily routine feels like something special. While we're unable to return to our full school program, I feel fortunate that we are able to have in-person classes at least part-time. In the following videos, our teaching staff will share with you what they will be doing in their classes this year. They will discuss curriculum, class assignments, projects, and grades and attendance, just to name a few of the topics they may be touching upon. Our grading procedures. 70% of the grade is tests and quizzes, 20% is classroom and online attendance, and 10% is classroom and online participation. Zoom meetings are part of the student's participation grade and are therefore mandatory. Our attendance policy. Students must attend 75% of scheduled class time to receive course credit. If a student has more than 45 total absences, excused and/or unexcused, in a class for the year, they will not get credit. Our dress code. Students cannot wear ripped clothing, hats, sunglasses, or attire with offensive messaging. Hair coloring has to be a natural color. For more complete descriptions of the dress code, please refer to the handbook.
Hi, I'm Estelle Clark. I teach English here at Harmony for grades 9 and 11. We have a wonderful list of books and texts that we're working on this year. Of course, all the information will be available on Google Classroom, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But if you are interested, for grades 9, the works that we are going to be looking at are Of Mice and Men, Animal Farm, Outsiders, Romeo and Juliet, and a special treat for both the 9th grade and 11th grade is we're working with the play Hamilton in conjunction with the history class, the American history class. Our goal is to have a cabinet meeting, and we'll see how that works out later in the year. So like I said before, all the information will be available on the classroom. For 11th grade, the works we're looking at are The Crucible, the Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, Macbeth, The Glass Menagerie, and again Hamilton. So the idea is that the class is going to meet with me twice a week. We will have group discussions. We will have general kind of fishbowl some ideas and themes and plots and things like that, but they're going to be doing a lot of this at home, and they're going to be responsible for a lot of the readings. So it's up to them to read and be prepared for class, to come in so we could discuss and move forward. The 11th grade is a Regents class. We don't know what is going on this year with the Regents exams, but we are prepared one way or the other. So this will be taught as if it was a general, any other year Regents class. They will be prepared for a Regents exam. If you have any questions, or if they have any questions, you can contact me through the Google Classroom stream. The girls can contact me via private message through Google Classroom, or you can contact me on my email address. It's estelle.clark@harmonyheights.org. So that's estelle.clark@harmonyheights.org. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So about that Google Classroom. Here's a list of classroom codes. So what you would do as a parent is you would log on to googleclassroom.com. It will ask you to log in with a code or to set up an account. You can log in with the classroom codes that I have just provided you. Doing so will allow you to click on as parent, because you'll see teacher, student, parent. Click on as parent, and you will be able to find all the information of what your student is required to do, what assignments they've completed, the grades on those assignments, and what they're missing. So this just gives you a better tool to help monitor their online progress. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Daniela Vaca. I am one of the social studies teachers here at Harmony Heights. I've been here for 12 years, and I'm really excited to be back for the 2020-21 school year. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I'll be teaching this year and what my expectations are. So this year I'm teaching one section of Global 9. It is the first part of a 2-year Regents course. At the end of this year there will not be a Regents, but next year after they complete Global 10 there will be a Regents. So I still consider it that type of a course. We start with the Neolithic Revolution and we'll be ending around the Renaissance. And every single week, students will be receiving a packet with a great deal of information that pertains to that chapter and a bunch of terminology that we will go over in class. I will also be posting assignments that relay to that chapter for our online students. For the 2 days that we are in school, I do intense lecture, discussion, and class student-teacher interaction, question answer, and we work on the packets together. And students will also create the flashcards for the Regents. Every student has a little index card box that will be stored in my room in which they can store all of their information. And the same goes with my U.S. history classes. That is a Regents class at the end of this year. If everything does go well, there will be a Regents in June. And I will tell you, even if the Regents is canceled, I'm still going to conduct that class as if it were a Regents class. We do the same procedure as I do in Global 9, a packet every single week with a great deal of terminology. We work on the packet together. They create the flashcards, and we study, review, interact, discuss for the 2 days that they are in class. And for the remaining 3 that they're home online, I will be posting assignments that pertain to the curriculum and be in constant contact with them. If your child ever has an issue with any assignment or anything whatsoever, they can contact me. I constantly check my email, and if they ever have an issue with a particular assignment, I am very flexible in reassigning something, adjusting something, and every assignment will have a deadline along with a time in which the assignment will be due. But if there is ever a problem, please don't hesitate to contact me. And also, I'm always available here, obviously, these 2 days that I'm in school on Mondays and Thursdays for questions, problems, or anything at all. I really look forward to this year. I'm so excited to be back. I was just saying that. So I wish you all good health and happiness this new school year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Algebra 2 is the highest level math class that we offer at Harmony. This course investigates the following topics: polynomials, rational and radical relationships, relations and functions, trigonometric functions, and graphs. The math strands that we follow are problem solving, reasoning, communication, representation, and connections. I would like, for requirements, I would like your daughters to bring a notebook, a 3-ring binder, or a section in a big binder for math. They need to complete their classwork and notes, come with a pen or pencil. We provide the graphing calculator. I expect them to make up work. Any tests and work missed due to absences from class must be made up in a timely manner. The grading is as follows: 70% off the top of their class average, exit tickets, tests, notebook. 20% is attributed to their attendance, which is really important. And then last 10% is from class participation. My teaching style is with traditional classwork, exit tickets, problem sets for practice, real-world applications, cooperative learning to a minimum with keeping our distance, and we use Google Classroom and Google Meets. We meet in school Monday and Thursday, and we're online Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I look forward to working with your daughters and am hoping for a really productive year. Thank you. Algebra 1, Part 1 is Part 1 of a 2-year course in algebra, which will result in 1 credit in math with a passing grade. Topics covered include, but are not limited to, functions, graphing, expressions, equations, inequalities, factoring, statistics, centers of distribution, bivariate categorical, and numerical data. Part 2 will cover the remaining topics in preparation for the Common Core regions, and your student will take that next year. My general rules for class are to please arrive to class on time and ready to work, which includes having a binder and a pen or pencil. They can have a dedicated binder for algebra or a section in a 3-ring binder with their other subjects. Big rule is the golden one: do unto others as you would have done unto you. I'm a big fan of that, and I ask students to come to class and be ready to work. Grading. Hot topic. All exit tickets count as quiz grades. Tests, which there are probably 2 to 3 per quarter, are averaged and will count as 70% of your daughter's grade. At the end of each unit, I normally do a notebook check just to make sure that your student has all of the handouts. And attendance counts for 20%, so please make sure they come to class, come to school. And participation is 10%. Students are expected to participate, ask and answer questions, demonstrate an understanding of the content of each unit. Effort and hard work are necessary for success in this course. I always tell the students also that mastery of their multiplication facts is really essential. So if they need to brush up on that, I hope that you can help to ensure that they do. I'm looking forward to a great year, and I look forward to working with your participation with your student. Thank you. Business math, very useful for your students. The class is designed to look at some real-world topics in math that include, but are not limited to, income, gross and net, tax and tax rates, budgeting, checking and savings accounts. Yes, people still do write checks. Cash purchases, credit cards, loans, buying versus renting a vehicle, housing costs, and insurance. My general rules are to please arrive to class on time, ready to work, which includes having a 3-ring binder, paper, and a pen or pencil. The next rule, big on, is the golden rule: please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Respect. And last but not least is effort. I know math is hard, but I do put in effort myself, and I require that students put forth their best effort. For grading, all assignments that are submitted, both in class and online, will count as quiz grades. Tests, 2 to 3 per quarter, and quizzes are averaged and will count for 70% of their grade for the quarter. Attendance counts for 20%, really important for them to come to school, and participation counts for 10%. Students are expected to participate, ask and answer questions, and demonstrate an understanding of the content of each unit. Effort and work are necessary to successfully complete this course. And please remember, I tell my students all the time, mistakes are learning opportunities and struggle is necessary for learning to take place. Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you, your student. Welcome to geometry. This course typically follows Algebra 1, so the fact that your student is here means that they passed the algebra regions. Congratulations. Units of study will include, but are not limited to, constructions. They love this. We get the compass and they get to play and draw. And transformations, the movement of figures on a plane. And we use the compass and a straight edge. We discuss angles and angle relationships. Congruence, which is a fancy word for equality. Geometry has our own set of symbols. Similarity, trigonometry, tangents, secants, and circles. My general rules are for students to please arrive to class on time and ready to work, which includes having a 3-ring binder dedicated to geometry or a section in their full binder for geo. I have a couple of other rules. The golden one, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And I go over that with the students I did last week. Rule number 3, please be ready to work. Math is hard, we all know that, and effort counts. For grading, I give exit tickets after classwork, 1 or 2 questions that count as a quiz grade. There are tests which 2 to 3 per quarter are averaged and with the quiz grades, and that counts as 70% of their quarterly grade. Students are expected to participate, ask and answer questions, demonstrate an understanding of the content of each unit. Effort and hard work are necessary for success in this course. The backtrack to their grade, 20% is attributed to attendance, so please help to make sure your student comes to school, and 10% is for participation. A positive attitude is helpful, and mistakes and struggles are necessary for effective learning to occur. I always tell students that it's okay to struggle and not understand. We'll get there together. I look forward to working with you and your student this coming year. Thank you.
Welcome to environmental science class. I'm going to be your daughter's teacher. I'm going to be using as much online resources this year as possible. We will have some paper copies available if the students are comfortable with it. And they still need a notebook and a folder for the in-class days. It will help them stay organized, and if they need to take any class notes or keep any of their paper copies with them, they will need a notebook and a folder and pencils for class. We are going to be doing some demonstrations in class as well. Right now, we're not allowed to do group work, but as soon as that is safe for the students to be working, we will be doing labs and more demonstrations. But for now, we're going to stick to some online simulations and in-class demos. If they are not in school on those Mondays and Thursdays, they're still responsible for the work that they need to make up. Everything is posted online, so it's there for them. If they have any questions, they can private message me, they can write a question on the stream. They have means of getting in contact with me, and I will answer as soon as I can. But everything is online, so it should be pretty easy for them, accessing their materials. But again, ask if they have any questions. There are Zooms once a week. I'm trying to keep them for 45 minutes at a time. They don't count towards unexcused absences, but they count towards their participation points. Zooms are a great chance for the students to still stay connected to class, ask any questions, so they are highly encouraged for students to attend. Attendance is still a big part of their grading policy. The Harmony grading policy says that it's 70% of the assignments that are handed in is a big portion of their grades. Then there's a 20% of unexcused absences, count as a negative 4 points off of their final grade for the quarter. So we want students to attend as much as possible. And then participation points is the other part of it. That's Zooms, that's asking questions, being engaged in class. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can email me. The student, again, can write a private comment on an assignment. It would be great to hear from anybody if you do have any questions. And I look forward to teaching your daughter this year. Thank you. Hi, welcome parents. I'm Katie Grover. I'm going to be your daughter's living environment teacher this year. I really look forward to a great year. Right now, I'm trying to use as many online resources as possible. They're uploaded in Google Classroom. There will be online labs posted. As much materials as I can, I'm going to provide there. However, for class, your daughter's going to need a notebook, a folder, and a pencil. It's so she can be engaged, write any notes, fill out any worksheets that will be printed, and the folder is to help her keep organized with that. If, say, she sees something online and she would like a hard copy of it, I will print it for her. I know some people, that's a better learning style for them. No problem. Just let me know. Right now, living environment is normally a Regents level class, so it has a lot of lab hours associated with it. Right now, we're not allowed to do a lot of group work, so there's going to be demonstrations in class and online simulations and labs. That's how she's going to earn her lab hours. So completing those online labs are still really important. And as soon as I hear that we can do group work and get these in-person labs going, it will be amazing. I look forward to it. If your daughter is not in school on our Monday, Thursday schedule, she's still responsible for the work that she has to complete. Like I said, it's all online, so she has it available to her at all times. If she does have a question, say she missed that Monday or Thursday, she can send me a message, write me a private comment, an email, write something in the stream, and I will get back to her as soon as possible. We will be Zooming once a week. This counts towards our participation points. It also gives her a chance to ask any questions that she may have and generally stay connected to the class and her class and classmates. The class syllabus is also on our Google Classroom, so if you have any questions, go ahead and check that out. Our grading policy is on there as well. The Harmony grading policy is 70% all of the assignments that she needs to complete, 20% of the attendance, and 10% participation points. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing your daughter and teaching her this year. Thank you. Hi, I'm Katie Grover, and I'm going to be teaching your daughter chemistry this year. Right now, our Google Classroom is set up with all of our online resources. Everything that we do in class is posted on there. Any online labs, simulations, presentations, they will all be posted there for her to see. However, in class, she will still need a notebook and a folder and a pencil to participate and be engaged in class. There will be a little bit of notes, so she needs the notebook. The folder will help her stay organized, and she needs a pencil in order to write the notes. So in class, we will be doing a lot of demonstrations. As soon as I hear that I can do group work and do regular chemistry labs, I would love to do it. I look forward to it. But right now, we're going to keep it to the online simulations and demonstrations. If your daughter is not in school on Mondays or Thursdays, she's still responsible for her work. Everything is on Google Classroom, so she has access to it. And again, if she has any questions, say she missed a day and she's unsure where to begin, send me a message, private comments, put it on the stream. She has more than one way of accessing and asking me any questions that she may have. We will also be Zooming once a week. This is going to count towards the participation points for your daughter, and it's going to give her a chance to ask any of those questions in person and stay current in class and reconnect with her classmates. I will be doing actual lessons through the Zooms, so they are pretty important to join. The class syllabus is online, so any questions that you have about what is expected of her, you can access that. It's in the materials of Google Classroom. The Harmony grading policy is 70% assignments, so she's responsible for handing in good quality work. 20% attendance, so any unexcused absence takes away from her general overall class grade, and then 10% participation. I really look forward to seeing your daughter and teaching her this year. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to school. I'm Lisa, art teacher. This year I'm teaching art for grades 8, 9, and 11. This year it's a general art class for everyone, pretty much like a studio art class where we do a little bit of everything, 2D, 3D, drawing, painting, collage, so it's a wide variety. When we're in school, Mondays and Thursdays, it's our hands-on art time where we'll be doing our art projects. I made these art kits for everyone, and they have brushes, Sharpie, pencil, everything they need. They're the only ones handling that. They're cleaning that. It's their responsibility to take care of those supplies for the year. Those don't go home. They stay in school when we do our hands-on art. When they're working remotely, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's time for their Google Classroom assignments. So I'm going to post assignments about artists, art history, art movement, art in the news, and once a week on our Zoom meeting, which is every Tuesday, that's when I'll talk about the Google Classroom assignments. And everything there will be posted. They can reach out to me anytime through the message, and I'll see them in school where we can help solve any problems. So Monday, Thursday, hands-on art time in school. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Google Classroom assignments that are web-based. So I'm looking forward to this year. It should be a lot of fun. I know our students like art, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wendy. I'm teaching health education this year to mostly the senior class. Because school's a little different this year, usually health education is a half a year, but since we come into school A and B days, health education will be for the whole year. Students will learn many different topics according to the New York State standards and curriculum. Things like nutrition, alcohol and drugs, smoking, human reproduction, human sexuality, things like AIDS, and all different types of diseases. Students will also work on a lot of current events, not just COVID-19, but anything else that comes up that is current in the health issues. Also, a lot of vocabulary will be done because health is based on a lot of terms, and we will go over all those, and it will help students make better, healthy choices for themselves.
Good afternoon, parents. My name is Julie Raroha. I will be teaching the dance and fitness class. It's taking the place for PE this year, so it'll be combined as one course, including both fitness and dance. For dance and fitness, students are required to wear sneakers that lace up, and their participation is in the classroom, so it's super important to have those shoes to participate, as it is a large portion of their grade, the participation. Throughout the year, we're going to be doing all sorts of different dance activities, fitness activities. They'll learn about technique, history, the benefits of dances and exercises. Some of the curriculum that we're covering in dance would be jazz, hip-hop, ballet, lyrical, contemporary, maybe like a little Latin, like doing some merengue, some bachata. Sometimes we do a little bit of swing dancing. And then in fitness, we do some walking, where on the days where it's a little chilly or rainy, we might be in the gym doing it. On nice days, we can get outside into the yard by the lunchroom and go outside. If they have their permission slips in, we might take like a nice little walk down to Chelsea Preserve and Mansion for a day, so permission slips would be important for that. We also are involved in some fitness challenges where the students actually choose the challenges and then they vote on what curriculum they want to work on. So some of the ones we've done was donkey kicks, planks, squats, wall sits. A lot of the students are currently working on a jump rope challenge, hula hoop challenges, crunches, like that sort of thing. So we time them, and the first place winner gets a prize, and second and third get certificates of recognition during that. We'll also be including some stretching courses in this, and strength training. We have free weights. We do a little bit of step. There might be days where we do some aerobics with like a Sweat to the Oldies video, you know, just like something fun. And, you know, just kind of combining all these different things to get like a nice fitness program where they're active and it's creative. And then at times we'll do a little bit of dance history. Like some of the girls are asking about hula hoops, how it started. So we'll do a little bit of history on some of, you know, how different activities got started. So we're really looking forward to an exciting year, combining two different avenues of movement for a unique and creative fitness experience. Hope you guys have a great year.
Hello parents, my name is Janine and I am your daughter's English 12 teacher. This is going to be an exciting year. I hope to make it as engaging and interesting as possible. I aim to make it a successful year for each and every student. All students are working online and some students in school as well. All information for the class is on Google Classroom. All students are expected to complete the same assignments and learn the same material. Students can always reach out to me if they have a question, either on Google Classroom or in person. This year in English 12, we will be reading short stories, novels, and plays. We will also focus on writing skills, creative writing, and vocabulary. Each Wednesday of the week, our class meets on Google Meet. Our class, English 12, meets at 11. During the meeting, we go over any questions, and I go over material. If there is any question, you can ask me during the Google Meet. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it has answered your questions. Hello parents, my name is Janine and I am your daughter's environmental science teacher. This year is going to be an exciting year. I hope to make it as engaging and interesting as possible. I aim to make it a successful year for each student. All students are working online and some students are working in school as well. All information for the class is on Google Classroom. All students are expected to complete the same assignments and learn the same material. Students can always reach out to me on Google Classroom or in school if they have a question. This year in environmental science, we are going over the following topics: the scientific method, the chemistry of our planet, biogeochemical cycles, ecosystem dynamics, evolution and biodiversity, biomes, population dynamics, human populations, agriculture and society, and humans in the environment. Each Wednesday, our class will meet on Google Meet. Our class, Environmental Science, meets at 10. During the meeting, we go over any questions and class material. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it has answered your questions. Hello parents, my name is Janine and I am your daughter's Earth Science teacher. This is going to be an exciting year. I hope to make it as engaging and interesting as possible. I aim to make it a successful year for each and every student. All students are working online and some students in school as well. All information for the class is on Google Classroom. All students are expected to complete the same assignments and learn the same material. Students can always reach out to me in school or on Google Classroom if they have a question. This year in Earth Science, we are covering the following topics: Earth's surface, minerals, rocks, plate tectonics, earthquakes, volcanoes, weathering and soil formation, erosion, fossils, Earth's history, Earth's water and oceans, Earth's atmosphere, weather and climate, and the solar system. Each Wednesday of the week, our class meets on Google Meet. Our class, Earth Science, meets at 12:30. During the meeting, we go over any questions and I review class material. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it has answered your questions. Hello parents, my name is Janine and I am your daughter's English 10 teacher. This is going to be an exciting year. I hope to make it as engaging and interesting as possible. I aim to make it a successful year for each student. All students are working online and some students in school as well. All information for the class is on Google Classroom. All students are expected to complete the same assignments and learn the same material. Students can always reach out to me in school or on Google Classroom if they have a question. This year in English 10, we will be reading short stories, novels, and plays. We will also focus on writing skills, creative writing, and vocabulary. Each Wednesday of the week, our class meets on Google Meet. Our class, English 10, meets at 11:30. During the meeting, we go over any questions and review class material. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it has answered your questions.
So hello, my name is Victoria Burton. I am the American Sign Language teacher here at Harmony Heights. I'm very excited this year for your daughters to learn American Sign Language and the deaf culture. Now, in class, we will be discussing topics of the language itself, from grammar all the way through finger spelling, forming sentences, and we're going to go very slow this year because of the shortened schedule. At home, on Wednesdays, we will do Zoom meetings. We're going to hold that together. The two classes are going to come together and they're going to really just learn how things work, learn how the culture is in the deaf culture, in the deaf community. They'll be able to really connect with the deaf community and bring their own ideas into the classroom of what we're to cover. So that really gives your daughters the opportunity to just be more involved with their learning. So we're going to cater it to what their interests are. Also, inside of the classroom, they will be required to do the review from the class that they've learned before. I believe this really helps because if a person is able to teach a subject, then I know and I'll understand that they actually know that subject. So it gives them an opportunity to really get out of their comfort zone and just stand there and be the teacher for the day. And I think that that's a really important aspect of our class. So thank you for your time. And again, I'm Victoria Burton, and have a great day.
Welcome parents to Economics Open School Night. My name is Greg. I'll be teaching your daughters economics this year. I'll start with some history to teach them how this country became economically sound, if you want to call it that, this year. I'll also be discussing a lot about what's going on with the election and also how the coronavirus has affected the economy and will continue to affect the economy. This class is very important for your daughters this year. They need this class to graduate. So please make sure they attend online and in school whenever they can. Also make sure that they keep up with their work, and any questions you may contact me with the school or contact me through Google Classroom. Thank you for attending Open School Night and have a good day. It's Greg and welcome to Open School Night for Senior Government. This year I'll be discussing Senior Government with your daughters. We're going to do a little bit of history first to show them how the government became to be, and then also we're going to obviously discuss what's going on with the election this year. It's a very important year government-wise, and there's a lot going on. I'm going to try to teach your daughters as much as I can about politics and the election. Also, we'll discuss the coronavirus and how that's affecting everything. Obviously, it's affected everybody. Please make sure your daughters get online every day and they come to school whenever necessary. We need them in school, we need them online to make sure they get through this work. It's an important class, so please make sure they don't fall behind. Any questions, please let me know. Contact me through Google Classroom or the school. Thank you, parents, and have a good night. Good evening, parents. Welcome to Global 10 Open School Night. This year, I'll be teaching your daughters global history. Just want to make sure that we all know that the state has not given us an answer on the New York State Regents yet. So as far as that goes, I will be preparing your daughters for the Regents as if they're taking it, and when we hear news about that, I'll obviously pass that on and let them know. We'll be starting history around the 15th century and ending with modern day times. We're also going to discuss the election, being that it's an important year. Obviously, we're also going to discuss the coronavirus too, because that has affected everybody. Please make sure your daughters check in every day, come to school when they're supposed to, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Contact me through Google Classroom or through the school. I'll be glad to help. Okay, thank you for attending Open School Night. Have a good night.
I am teaching Algebra 1 Part 2 this year. It's the second half of Algebra 1. We're following the Common Core curriculum. We're not sure if they are giving a Regents at the end of this year. but they'll be prepared either way. If you have any questions about the content or about calculators, there's a welcome letter posted on Google Classroom. You can find it under the Classworks tab. And I'm looking forward to a great year. Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm one of the math teachers here at Harmony. This year I'm teaching Algebra 2. We do follow the Common Core curriculum for Algebra 2, but it's non-Regents here at Harmony, so we do go a little slower, and I water down the curriculum a little bit for the girls. If they are planning to take the Regents, they have to take it in district, but we'll see in June if they are giving them or not. If you have any questions about the content or calculators, there is a welcome letter posted on Google Classroom. It is under the Classworks tab, and I look forward to a great year. Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm one of the math teachers here at Harmony. This year I'm teaching a business math and consumer math. It's the one class that the girls cannot ask when they're ever going to use this material because we talk about all the real life stuff. So we're talking about finding a house, getting a job, finding transportation, and taxes. So I'm looking forward to a great year. If you have any questions, there is a welcome letter posted on Google Classroom under the Classworks tab.
2, 1.
Hi, I'm Mary Prato. I'm going to speak about general art, which is period 1 and 2. So general art this year is structured a little differently. So each quarter is going to be a different art medium. For example, for first quarter this year, we are starting with studio art. So the girls are able to explore hands-on art such as painting and drawing and printmaking. And then they're going to move into more of digital art, so they'll be able to focus on Photoshop and graphic illustration. The assignment that the girls are currently working on is a rendition of Irises by Vincent van Gogh, so they are able to study the painting and then do their own replica of the work. The following quarters will move into digital art, and then we'll be able to do more of a mixed media where we bring everything together. Hi, I'm Mary. I'll be teaching photography this year. We're looking at the cameras, the digital cameras that we have in the classroom. We have 2 Nikons and a Canon. So the girls are able to use the cameras and take photographs outside and inside and adjust the camera settings. So for example, right now we're looking at aperture and ISO and shutter speed. Those are camera functions that the girls can manipulate to take different photographs and get different outcomes. Each week I also assign a written assignment, so they'll be able to do a little research, which they submit to me by the end of the week. And when we're together in class, that's when we really take advantage of our camera time. All right, thank you so much. I hope to meet you soon. Hi, I'm Mary, and I teach graphic illustration and Photoshop. Both are digital art programs that the girls can use on the computer. They have the chance to use Photopia and Vector, which are free online programs, very similar to Photoshop and Illustrator. That way they can access them at home as well as in school on their Chromebooks. Each week I assign a assignment for the girls to do. I give step-by-step instruction as well as my own demo videos that they can follow. While we're at school, we work on the assignments together. And then once a week, I do have Zoom sessions, so if they have any questions or need me to go over anything, we can do that as well together. Thank you very much for your time, and if you have any questions, please let me know.
Hi, so welcome to Open School Night. This is for English 10. Okay, this year in English 10, we are doing a lot of close reading, which is examining text, how the author develops the characters, how they develop ideas, the author's word choice, etc. We're pulling them apart. We're not just reading. Right now, we just finished reading the Declaration of Human Rights, and we're going to start reading Malala's address to the United Nations. After that, a letter from a Birmingham jail, and we're finishing with The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. The Henrietta Lacks story is a story about a woman, it's a true story, who had a tumor removed, and the cells from the tumor were used for scientific research, and she didn't know anything about it, and neither did her family, and the cells just kept reproducing for years and years and years, and they were sent all over the world for scientific research. And then eventually the family does find out about it, but all of these topics come together. It's really a discussion of ethics, that we talk about, and they're all tied in together, so it's one whole unit. After that, we're going to do some reading by Amy Tan with 2 excerpts from the Joy Luck Club, Rules of the Game, and 2 Kinds. These readings both have to do with relationships. Again, they'll be analyzing the text. We're going to go on from there. We'll read The Palace Thief, and then, of course, we have to do Shakespeare, and 10th grade Shakespeare is Macbeth, which, again, we'll be analyzing text. There will be graded questions the students have to answer after each reading. There'll be writing assignments, essays to write. They'll be comparing texts. And keep in mind that all the Zoom classes are on Monday. It's either going to be a Zoom or a Google Meets. They are mandatory, and participation counts in those, because if they don't show up for the meetings, then they get points off their participation grade. If anyone has any questions, you can always private message me. Hello everyone, this is English 12. In English 12, we do a lot of close reading. We discuss how the authors develop their characters, their ideas, how they use word choice, multiple perspectives, how they develop a position. So this year we started with a reading called Yellow Woman and a Beauty of the Spirit by Leslie Marmon Silko. The story explains the Pueblo culture and how different it is from our culture, as Leslie calls it the white man's culture, as opposed to the Pueblos. We've started to explore her writing methods, how she uses traditional Pueblo stories to get her points across. We will also be reading excerpts from Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond that outlines the theory of geographic determinism, the idea that the differences between societies and societal development arise primarily from geographical causes. The book is framed as a response to a question that Diamond heard from Yali, who is a New Guinean politician. Yali wanted to know why European societies have been so militarily and economically successful and technology successful in the last 500 years, and other societies have not. Let's see. The students will also be reading down the road A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams, and of course we do Shakespeare, and the 12th grade Shakespeare reading is Julius Caesar. They will have graded questions that they have to answer and writing assignments. They will be asked to compare readings, and the Zoom and Google Meet sessions will always be on Mondays. They are mandatory. If they do not participate, they lose participation points on their grade. And if you have any questions, private message me through the Google Classroom. Hello everyone. This is environmental science. So as the name of the course states, we are going to be studying the environment. Right now we're working on scientific method, which is a review for the students. We're doing hypothesis, inference, law, theory, fact, observation. They will be having a test on this shortly, possibly next week. We will also be working on classifying observations, quantitative and qualitative data, ecosystems, food chains, food webs, biomes. We're also studying the basic chemistry of our planet, properties of water, the water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, physical and chemical changes, properties of matter, anything that has to do with our environment will be studied this year. They will have graded classwork, they will have exams, they are expected to join in the Zooms and the Google Meets. Every Monday we have one. It is part of their participation grade. If you have any questions, you can always private message me. And thank you, and I look forward to working with your children this year.
I hope you find these videos informative and you have all of your questions answered. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please reach out to us. Be well and stay safe.